What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today we're going to be talking about all of the secondary pistols in Call of Duty Ghosts. I've done videos like this for all the primary weapon classes, you know, assault rifles, SMGs, LMGs, snipers, shotties, and marksman rifles. So if you guys haven't seen those videos yet, make sure you check them out. I'll link them down in the description. But today, we're going to be talking about the secondaries in the game. We know about 4 pistols so far, one of which is very, very interesting and possibly game-changing. So I can't wait to talk to you guys about that one. But without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the first secondary pistol that I want to talk to you guys about is the P226, and this weapon I was actually able to use and get game time with at the multiplayer reveal for Call of Duty Ghosts. And the in-game description for this weapon is that it was semi-automatic, it has a large ammo capacity and a high rate of fire, but it has increased recoil. So I would have to say that this weapon description is pretty accurate with my experience in game. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really get all that much experience with the pistol. I wasn't running around with it a lot because I only had like 5 hours to play, so I wanted to focus on the primary weapons and the maps and things like that. But when I did have to switch to it, or my primary ran out of ammo or whatever, it seemed like it was one of those weaker pistols. You know, we've always had pistols in Call of Duty, they're all pretty much the same. It seemed like it was one of the weaker ones of the class, but it had a super high rate of fire, but a little bit more recoil. So, you know, if you could really feather that trigger really quickly and you were close range, you would put people down almost instantly. But it really wasn't all that great from longer range because it wasn't as powerful and it had a higher recoil, and it just, you know, it was one of those pistols. It was one of the weaker pistols. It's really good up close, but not as good from medium to long distance, if you guys know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure all of us know how the pistols act in Call of Duty. So, yeah, that is the P226. That's how it acts in game. Now, moving on to the second pistol in Call of Duty Ghosts that we know about so far, we've got the M9A1. And of course, everybody knows this weapon. We've had it in quite a few of the Call of Duty games so far. It's based off the Beretta M9 in real life. It's the primary sidearm of the US military. It's got a 15-round magazine, and I'm just assuming that this one is going to be a little bit more powerful than the P226, but it also will probably have a little bit more recoil, and you won't be able to shoot it nearly as fast. You're gonna have to pick your shots, and you're gonna have to stay on target. If you get in a close range gunfight with somebody and you have this thing out, you've got to make sure that your shots hit, otherwise you're gonna lose, because you aren't gonna be able to spray him down and feather that trigger like you would be able to with the P226. Now, moving on to the third pistol we know about so far is the MP-443 Grach, G-R-A-C-H. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but that's what we're gonna go with. And this thing is the standard military-issued sidearm of Russia. That's right, Mother Russia, baby. You don't shoot this thing, it shoots you. And in real life, it's got a 17-round magazine, which is enormous. That's far bigger than any of the other guns on this list. And I'm interested to see if it makes it in game. If it does, I would assume this weapon would probably be the least damage dealing weapon, but it's also the highest fire rate and the highest recoil. So, you know, it's like the P226 on crack. But if it doesn't come with that huge magazine in it, I'm honestly not sure what it'll perform like. We haven't seen it before in Call of Duty, so I've got nothing to base my assumptions off of. So, yeah, that's the third pistol that we know about so far. Now, finally, I've saved the best for last, and this fourth pistol is why I wanted to make this video. It's the primary reason why I wanted to make this video, and it's not really a pistol, it's actually a revolver. We've got the 44 Magnum. Now, this thing is a 6-round revolver. We've seen it in Call of Duty before, and when you hear, you know, Magnum, you know that it's going to be the most powerful pistol in its class, but it's also going to have the most recoil and the lowest fire rate. That's pretty obvious. Now, the real question is just how powerful is the Magnum going to be in Call of Duty Ghosts? I believe it's going to be a one-shot kill weapon. Yes, that's right. I think it's going to be a one-shot kill from like the upper chest, neck area and up. You know, that whole head area where you get the 1.4 times multiplayer in previous Call of Duty games. I think this thing's going to be a one-shot kill. Why? Because in the multiplayer reveal trailer, we saw this clip right here where this guy shoots the enemy in just one shot and takes him down. Now, is it possible that this enemy was already weak? Yes, of course. That might be why he got a one-shot kill. But I believe the Magnum is a one-shot kill to the upper neck head area, not only because he hit him there in this clip, and I don't see any other enemies or teammates around to give a reason why this enemy would already be weak, but also because if you look at the recoil of this weapon, it's crazy. This thing bounces like crazy for a pistol, and then also the reset time is very, very slow. It comes down slower than we've ever seen before. You know, very, very slow for a pistol or for a secondary, but it even looks slow compared to the other Magnums in Call of Duty. So I seriously think that the Magnum, the 44 .444 Magnum in Call of Duty Ghosts is going to be a one-shot kill to the upper neck / head area, and it's probably going to be a two-shot kill to everything else. You know, maybe a 3 if you're shooting somebody in the foot. Now, obviously, this isn't going to happen at a really long distance. You know, you're going to have to be fairly close to people to do this, but yeah, I think it's going to be a one-shot kill to the head. It's going to be one of those weapons where it really rewards you for being accurate, but it also punishes you if you're inaccurate. So I want to get your guys' opinion. A one-shot kill Magnum, what do you guys think about that? Is that too overpowered? Is the recoil too much? You know, do you think you're going to use this weapon? Let me know what you guys think, and we'll have to wait and see if I'm right in November. So thank you all for watching. Catch you all later. Check out one of the other 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen yet. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.